All right, hi everyone. Here's my audience members. All right, and number 6, we got an extra one today. All right, so did you guys know that Indiana University men's basketball has won 5 national championships, which is actually the 4th most in collegiate history? Did any of you guys know that?
No.
Yes.
Okay, well some of you did, some of you didn't. That makes sense. We are in Indiana. But this tells us that IU has a very rich basketball history. They're one of the best programs in the history of college basketball. And my connection to the program, both of my parents went to IU, and so I grew up a diehard IU fan, and I really enjoyed following along with their athletic teams, and especially their basketball team. And I believe if you live in Indiana or you go to school in this state, it's really cool to know about the history of the program and what makes Indiana not only a basketball state, but a state where IU is very prominent. And so specifically today, I'm going to be going through the beginning years of the program. I'm going to be talking about the Bob Knight era, where they had a lot of dominance during that time. And then I'm going to be talking about the current state of the program. So Indiana first found success under Branch McCracken. He was their head coach from 1938 to 1965. He won a national championship in 1940. That was the university's first title. And he won another one in 1953, and both of those times his teams beat Kansas. One of the most notable players who played under Branch McCracken was Bobby Slick Leonard, and he used to be the Pacers head coach back in the 70s and early 80s. He won 3 championships with the Pacers in the ABA before they came into the NBA. So there was just a lot of history with those times. In between Branch McCracken and Bob Knight, who I'll talk about shortly, there were 6 seasons where there wasn't a lot of success for the team. They struggled to do anything worth note. And then in 1971, Bob Knight took over the program, and that's when the prominence really started to come out for this program. And so Bob Knight won nearly 75% of his games while he was at IU over 29 seasons. He made 24 tournament appearances in his 29 seasons, and Knight won his first title in 1976. The team defeated Michigan, and they also completed an undefeated season. They went 32-0. They were the last team in college basketball to go undefeated. So it's been over 40 years now, and they still hold that. So they still hold that ranking. So it's pretty cool to see that. IU won its 4th championship and its 2nd under Knight in 1981 when they defeated North Carolina. And then IU won its 5th championship and 3rd under Bob Knight in 1987 when they defeated Syracuse. And just a fun fact about that, my parents were actually in Bloomington, so they got to witness that happen, which is a pretty cool thing, and another reason why this holds a lot of relevance for me, because how many people honestly get to say that they were in college when their school won a national championship? So that's pretty cool. IU went to 5 Final Fours under Knight, which is a pretty good number, but in his last few seasons with the team, they didn't have a lot of success. They didn't make it past the 2nd round of the tournament in any of his last 6 seasons. And then after he left the school in 2000, they had one good season. They made the Final Four in 2002, but that was the last time that they've done anything really of note. Tom Crean was their most recent coach up until this past season, and he was there for 9 years, took them to 3 Sweet 16s, won 2 Big Ten championships, but nothing on the national level that really spoke volumes. Their current head coach is Archie Miller. He's in his 1st season, and the team is playing pretty average at this moment. So they're still trying to build and get back to the time of excellence that they used to have. So today I just talked a lot about the history of this program, what made it special, how they got to that level, and how they're trying to get back to that level. And I do believe, like I said earlier, whether you are living in this state or you go to school in this state, it's important to know the history of this program and just to see all the things that have made it so great in the past. So here's my audience one more time. All right. Thanks a bunch.